Hey people, how you doing? You know, today is a tough one, quite tough. But the people who had sent me the messages were people I knew. Do not misinform. So when I said that I was looking for clarity, it was just a way to process it. It wasn't that I didn't know. I knew. And thank you to those of you who've sent the official confirmation. I think that just makes it even worse for me. I've just listened. Those of you who are not Ghanaians, I apologize, but I have just listened to the Ghanaian government's confirmation of a horrific incident for us. We've had a military helicopter crash, and the helicopter did not just crash and crush men. It crushed some incredible men. It crushed people's dreams, because some of these boys, some of those were boys. Some of them are not even men. Some of them are boys. Even the ones who are men, they have young children. Hey, they have children. They have families. They have, and as I listened to the lineup, my heart bled. You know, there were 8 apparently. I only know one. D. And the one I know is on his own an incredibly devastating blow. Devastating blow. You know? You well, that one alone. I was just thinking, the brain that is lost. The thinker that is lost. Even if it was just that one, would have been black today. It would have been really black today. I'm Jesua. How you doing? Yeah. Ngo. Some of them, I mean, losses are losses, and they hit, but they hit differently sometimes. When you hear, as I heard some of the names, my heart is broken. Hey, the brains we have lost in this one crash. The brains lost. The skills lost. The capacity wasted. Hey, Abnam Rekwa. Greetings, sis. Greetings, my dear sis. Yeah, like I said, I only know Kofi Omane Boama. The rest of them, I don't know. But you know, just Kofi Omane Boama lost was a huge blow to the country. Huge blow. Then I listened and I heard at least 3 doctors, if not 4. 3 of the men, at least from my recollection, are doctors. The capacity wasted, Abna. The capacity wasted. People's blood, tears, and sweat wasted. Hopes wasted. Crazy. I was just listening to, and yeah, like I said, some of them are men, but even those are too young to go nowhere. But some of those people were boys. At least 2 of the military personnel I saw are boys. They are young. If they have families, their families will be very, very young. Very, very young. I don't know. I don't know. Except My condolences to all of us. To all of us. Whoever you knew in that pack, I'm so sorry. It's a collective mourning, really. I was just saying to somebody, you know, when the John Kuma one happened, that was a nasty surprise. But you know, when you dug a little, you knew John was unwell. So it did make some sense to an extent. It made a bit of sense, sort of, to an extent. I'm just, well, hello, sis. This one does not make sense in any way. Does not make any sense. Any sense in no way. Vibrant, vibrant young men on a national assignment. And their families won't even recover anything to look at. They will not get. Yeah, these ones, the caskets will have to be sealed. Their spouses should never be allowed to see. And I was just thinking, those final moments would have been horrific and painful. Oh. You know, when you know somebody and you see, you don't even need to know the person. You don't need to know any of those people. Those images bleed the soul. But when you know some of them, when you know any of them, and you envisage the person you know at their end in this fashion, it's gut-wrenching. It really is gut-wrenching. You know, we will move on because we must. But the devastation of this one too is undeniable. Hi, Glenda. For a country to lose 8 of our comrades in this fashion is big, huge. And for the serving Minister of Defense to be in there, insane. Richard, how are you doing? So yeah, I know it's true. Elizabeth, I know it's true. Good evening, Miss Barako. I've seen enough confirmation from enough reliable sources. I know. Thank you for sharing. But that video confirmation, I wish I had not even seen it. I was just listening to a person read out the names, read out the value of these men, list accolades that will be fought for by sweat, blood, and tears. And to have it all go down the drain the way it has, that's tough. That's tough. That's just tough. I don't know. I really don't know. It is so unexpected. It is so difficult to process this one. What I was saying to my friends is, I've seen it, but I can't process it. This one is difficult to process. It's very difficult to process. Yeah, Kwame Kofi, how are you doing? I'm just thinking, some young woman and her children would hear this horrific news, and depending on how people are positioned, if this young woman has not put if these young women have not got their house in order, this is significant disruption to family. elderly parents who have worked hard to position their children, to see their children rise to these ranks only for this to happen. Oy. Mm. Yeah, those are difficult. It's very, very difficult. Very difficult. Yeah. Manny, how are you doing? It's very difficult. Stella. Yeah. It is very, very difficult. Anyway, so those of you who are asking me if I was joking, what is funny about this? Why would I even joke about this? Why? What is there to joke about with this? There is nothing to joke about. And yeah, we will reel and we will rally. But this is not a very easy one to recover from. And it doesn't even matter where in the political divide in the country that you find yourself. This one has nothing to do with political positions and allegiances at all, wherever you stand. Wherever you stand. It is a very Black Wednesday for all of us. Like I said, at the very least, a minister of state with such an important portfolio to be replaced in this way in the middle of it is difficult. I have these conversations with a lot of you who make a lot of the noise in the political spaces in Ghana. Today, a lot of the boys you know and girls you know on all sides of the Ghanaian political divide will be in mourning. At the very least, the ones that I know from both sides would mourn because one of our own is down. We all went to school together. We all know each other. A lot of these boys who come to make noise about we stand left and we stand right, they are brothers on the quiet. They are brothers on the quiet. You see them on national television arguing as if, but behind the scenes, So yeah, these are NDC boys. Of course, they are NDC boys. But I do know a lot of the MPP boys who are very, very close friends with Kofi Amane-Boama. And those of us who stand nowhere, there are many who don't stand anywhere who were also very good friends with Kofi Amane-Boama. I cannot believe I'm actually sat here having this conversation and listing Kofi Amane-Boama as one of the people who is a departed soul. It's weird. Weird. Very weird. And if you knew any of the others, my condolences. I'm not diminishing nobody's loss. But I'm also... Lizzie, how you doing? Oh, may their souls rest in peace, Elizabeth. I don't diminish nobody. But if you know somebody, it hits differently. It hits differently. I listened to the names, my heart. I was showing my daughter, I come and see this young man, the squadron leader. Oh. The squadron leader, I was watching him. I'm like, this one is young. Oh. You know. Some young woman is going to hear news that is going to bleed her guts. Some young people today, Baby love, some young people today are hearing news that are life altering. The news is life altering for some. And no, this is not one anybody, wherever you stand, would be able to make a joke of. Definitely, they are so young. Oh, well, rather, they are so young. I don't know about Mutala, but looking at them, it looks to me like Kofi is one of the eldest of them. Kofi is not young. I went to school with Kofi. He's not old. I went to school with him. He's not much older than I am. Lafayette, how are you doing? That's Samuel Abuaji one. Oh, Randy. That is a baby. Oh. Yes, Samuel Abuaji is just a baby. He's a little boy. Ignore my AI, eh? My AI doesn't understand grief. The comments it's making. Oh, baby love, do you know Kofi? Ignore my AI. Eh? My AI does not understand the names. My AI does not really feel the grief. It is trying to read your comments and trying to understand your comments, and it is not AI. Today, my AI is off track with its comments, especially around this, because it cannot process the emotion of grief. So forgive its responses, eh? It is trying its best. It's doing the best it can. The grief is an emotion I have not trained my AI to analyze. I trained it to analyze fun, and I trained it. Oh. Baby love. I don't understand the foolishness of some of us. So you are NDC. No, I'm not NDC. And I'm not even MPP. I am nothing. But I am a person who recognizes the loss of a very important group of people. I'm a person who recognizes the devastating loss of young, talented people. Hey, every life has a value. I agree. Hey, but some of the lives, they have different values. So some of the lives have different values. Some people have greater impact than others. So a life for a life is a very tricky one. There are some people, when you hear they are passing, they have passed, and it is terrible and it is awful. How? Baby love, if you've listened to Kofi Omaniboama speak, you know he's incredibly intelligent. That's the thing with Ghana. The creme de la creme in Ghana are the ones who make it to medical school. Oh, Angela. Oh, Angela. Ay. Yo. Yeah, I know this one. Nyakusia. Oh, John. And Ruben. You know, I said it was a Black Wednesday. It is a Black Wednesday for one political party. No, it's not. It is not a Black Wednesday for one political party. It is a Black Wednesday for a lot of people, for all of us indeed. Yeah, those who knew them from, at least those who knew Kofi from the Pojoba days. So I'm a Rosecan. Those who went to St. Rose's would know a lot of these boys from when they were little boys, teenagers in secondary school. Yeah. So for some people, it is a very personal thing. But even if you don't have any connection to any of these people, it's a national disaster. And you know what happens in one side? Oh, Wakusia. Two people broke the news to me simultaneously. I am so grateful I heard the first one first. Because at least that one was a person who was composed. The second one, if I heard that one for the first time, at least by the time I listened to that one, I had at least been broken into the news. Oh, you cannot identify nobody. If you see the wreckage, you will not identify nobody. And this is what my heart is thinking. Can you imagine the fear that each one of those men would have experienced in their final moments? The fear for themselves because they knew what was coming, but also the fear for their families. The fear for their families. The worry for their families, for their children. What will happen to their children? Huh? These are breadwinners, oh, Ruth. These boys are breadwinners. They are people's everything. Everything. Oh, baby love. When I saw the wreckage, I was thinking, oh my God, can you imagine? When you see the vessel go down before it catches into flames, I hope it knocked them out before the flames. Because for them to actually be alive when these flames actually... that is unthinkable. That's unthinkable. That's unthinkable. Unthinkable. So I wonder how in all this, we still have some of you busy. They would not have said goodbye to nobody. They were just making a quick trip to Obuasi and back. Queenly, they were just going somewhere quickly and come back. A helicopter ride from Accra to Kumasi is less than an hour. So I'd imagine they would not have anticipated. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, the lesson there is that any of us can go whenever. Oh, blessed beyond belief. Okay, how you doing, sis? Yeah. None of us knows tomorrow. We don't know. Don't watch. Ruth, don't watch. Don't watch. I wish I hadn't watched. I wish I had not watched. Kachi Theodora, how you doing? I wish I had not watched because I cannot recover. All I can think of is what they were thinking just when they were going down. And my mind just won't let me get off the thought of a human being alive and alert and awake in this kind of flame. Oh. Aye. I'm sure every exit is painful, but this one is one of the harshest ones. This one is very harsh. This one is very difficult. Very, very difficult. Asabia, how you doing? This one is very harsh. So those of you who have got the heart to be able to play with this, I haven't got it. Sorry. Those of you who are busy looking to play political games, I haven't even had time for you and your foolish political nonsense anyway for a long time. I don't have time for you, you know. Yes, Teacher Kofi, being alive is just by the grace of God. That is so true. Yeah. Rich can. Yeah. Don't take the life you have for granted. You don't know when it will come to its end. Oh, may God have mercy. May God have mercy. If you didn't know any of them and you saw their charred bodies, I am very sure that your heart will bleed. But if you know any of those people personally, and to imagine the person you know in that state, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Oh, Sarah, if you know any of those, and like I said, this Samuel boy, he's a little baby. Oh, he's a little boy, young man. He's younger than the babies with sharp teeth. He's younger than babies with sharp teeth. And babies with sharp teeth, they are themselves babies. That's why we call them that, babies with sharp teeth. This one is younger than, so if those are babies with sharp teeth, I don't know which one this one is. He's so young. Oh. But you know, the other thing, as I listened to the national spokesperson address those people, as we came to the end of the address, I was thinking, you know, a lot of these people had accomplished quite a lot. They may not have had a lot of time. Brown Melanin, how are you doing? They may not have had as much time as they would have wanted. But a lot of them have scored quite a lot of things on their cards. Kofi Omane has been Minister of Communication before, and he's now Minister of Defense. Being around the block, done a few things. It would have been nice to be able to do more. I see. Moral compass. We lost moral compass a long time ago. You hear me? Humanity itself, a lot of us have lost. A lot of people have lost humanity. To make light of such an event, to make fun of such an event, to not have Roxanne, to have no empathy for those who are in this position. It is so sad. So sad. It is so sad. Guys, ignore my AI. As I said, I have not trained it to handle grief. After today, I'll go and train it, okay? Ofe, you know Kofi? Okay. So those of you who know him personally, and those of you who know any of the other people personally, it hits differently. It does. It does. All die be die, all life be life. No, I don't think so. Peter, not all die be die. Not all life be life. I beg to differ there. The person you know is a different kind of death. Oh, Viv. If you don't know somebody, then all you will say is, oh, some random person died. And because the person is random to you. May God help Ghana. Today is not a good day. Today has not been a good day. It's not my husband. What does it concern me? Oh. You can at least be empathetic about somebody's husband. You can be empathetic about somebody's husband. You don't want to be empathetic about husbands, some young people's fathers. And the way, I think that's part of what strikes, and I'm a woman about to say this, but the way our society is constructed, a lot of the situations, the men are the breadwinners. especially these kind of men who have these positions. A lot of them will be sole breadwinners for not just their nuclear and extended families, for their entire communities. Most of these boys will be funding many children, many people's children in their constituencies. Yeah. When these people and their funding is removed, a lot of young people will be out of school. That's how Ghana is organized. That's how it's organized. The minute you come into a political space, there are people who will bring their whole family burden onto you. So these boys, they will be funding quite a lot of things. Many people have lost their food today. Many people have lost their hope today. The government will reorganize personnel, but even they will take some time to recover. And yeah, they may get bodies in place, but some people are quite difficult to replace. Some people are quite difficult to replace. Oh. Hey, those are breadwinners, so those are serious breadwinners. Peter says they are Ghanaians. Oh. We've lost many comrades today. And I was hoping many of us would be able to at least recognize that from a human-centric position and not bring the foolishness here today. Like, I was not expecting today to be one of those days that the usual foolishness makes an appearance. Hey, he has a month-old baby. How? How? Huh? Kwesi Wusu Bokodi. Are you okay? Is everything all right with you? In this conversation we are having, I am painting what's black. It is a simple expression in the English language. I haven't just manufactured it. That has been the standard lingua for a long time. It is an expression most people who speak the lingua should understand. It is not today that I'm about to change colors, Kwesi. Today is not the time I'm about to change colors and references to colors. Yeah. Kofi supports some little boy in a chair. That little boy, most of you will not recognize, but that little boy is also now in trouble. I say, I don't even understand. What is there to even mock? Huh? So yeah. Today is not the day I'm about to change references to black and white, huh? If you have that energy, I beg, I will leave you to do that job. Me, I don't have it. You hear me? I don't have that energy today about black and white. Yeah, it is an expression. It has been around for a long time, and I think its meaning is very universally understood. You may agree, disagree, but today, it doesn't make it right. So now it's wrong. Kofi, you have energy for that. Me, I don't have time for you and your right and wrong today around colors. There are much bigger things for me to bother about and worry about. Colors and its interpretations and things are, I don't have time. Yes, I am still one who happily considers myself a black woman. Because that is what most people mean when they approach me. I don't have time to be contending with that. So just in case you didn't know, I still introduce myself as a black woman. No, I don't tell people I'm a brown woman. So this political correctness and the conversations around that, it's one I normally don't even have time for. But if I had time for, most other days. Today, Mba, I don't have that time today. Yeah. Today, I will call it a Black Wednesday. If you are not happy with black, you can substitute it for blue for yourself. I don't need to do that substitution with you. So feel free to find any color, any references that help you to understand the meaning I was trying to convey. Let's settle it that way. Feel free to substitute it so that you feel better. Me, it is still a Black Wednesday for me. Yeah. Where I'm from, when we mourn, we wear black. It's not everything that is racism, you know. Even in the Ghanaian Akan space that I come from, when something horrific happens, we wear black. As black-faced as we are, we wear black. So yeah, you might need to go and revisit and have a think about some of these things. But yeah, I think black... Peter says keep focused. I kid you not. I get exhausted though. I get exhausted. You know, I don't even get time to discuss Ghana and its issues anymore. I don't. Because you will go around in circles and not even make any movement in any direction. So I gave up. I did. I gave up. I get a lot of things in my inbox. Emma, won't you say anything? No. Emma doesn't have anything to say. Emma has nothing to say. Isaac, I'm good. Oh, Lily. Heartbreak is beyond... Heartbreak is an understatement. Understatement. I see. That is the first thing. Yeah, Trudy. We have a national tragedy on our hands. And people and their focus are on things that don't matter. And well, we got where we got because of the reasons why we got here. That's why we get here. Me, that's why I don't have time to discuss a lot of the political things anymore. Jumoke? If you don't know at this point that you must knuckle down and do something with your life. You hear? As they were reading, all those men died at the same time. 8 men died at the same time. But you see, in fairness to those 8 men, they had different amounts of time. All right? They had different amounts of time. Some of them have been here a lot longer. Some of them are older. Some of them are younger. But as you listened to the way they were being read out, there weren't many references to the age. They were just being read. Dr. Dr. Edward Kofi Omane-Boamah, Dr. Mutala, and whatever. And another one. There were 3 people at least I picked, if not 4. And if you actually paid attention also, they were read in that rank order. Some of you will disagree. Go and fight with your phone, because that's how things are. Francisca. That is how life is. There are certain things that are in play whether you like it or not. They were read out in rank. There will be bigger deals made up. They died together, but there will be bigger deals made out of some of those lives than others. We cannot escape that. Passover. Some of these will be celebrated and documented differently, but they went down together. Where is the lesson for you? The lesson is for you to do everything. Do everything you can to bring relevance to your life. Bring meaning to your life. Put some respect to your name. You don't know how much longer you have. Put some damn respect to your name. It will serve you when you are alive to put some respect to your name. And when you are no longer here, some damn respect will be put. For 8 people, this tragedy, Lisa, this tragedy revolving around 8 men is being mourned differently. You cannot run away from that. Security. I don't think this is a security issue. I don't think this is a security issue. There was nobody in Ghana who was sabotaging nothing. If anything was the matter, it was a mechanical fault. I have not a shadow of a doubt in my mind. Nobody in Ghana would be killing nobody. Nobody in Ghana will be intentionally. Can you stop? Can you stop? I need 2 minutes to sit my backside down. I'm not traveling. When I finish, and don't do that to me. Yeah, Barbara. It's an accident. It is a horrific accident. The conspiracy theories, they don't work in Ghana. In Ghana, we don't have time to kill each other. Marlon, we have time to insult each other. We have time to diss each other. We have time to do a lot of foolishness to each other, but we do not kill each other. We don't. Who will be killing Kofi Omanibuama and the rest of them in that helicopter? From which political side? You don't know that a lot of the boys in the opposition are his roommates. A lot of you know his roommate very well. On the other side. No, I'm very sure about that one. I am 100% sure about that one. Some of the loudest mouths you know on the other side. A lot of you know his roommates. I'm very sure some of you know this already. A lot of you, those of you who are Lagos, you know the story already. You go to the other side, you find lots of them. They are friends. Actually, most of those are actually beyond friends. A lot of them are brothers. That's why when you guys at the bottom fight and you think that they are each other's enemies, I laugh at you all the time. They are not enemies, you know. The people at the top of the political divide in Ghana are not enemies. They are brethren, brothers, and sisters. Brothers. Sometimes I see you, I support such a body and I'm against such a body, and I laugh at you because such a body is not even against such a body. Whilst you are busy fighting your family members, Jibody, whilst you are busy wasting your time, most of the people you are fighting and supporting, they are at home eating. They are chilling. They are eating together. I am very sure by now, a lot of people you know on the other side of the political divide are with Omani's wife. Some of them will run to his home. They will run there. When they meet in his home, they will not remember party colors. They will just remember a fallen comrade. They are not political friends. They are friends. They are friends. 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 Friends which has transcended friendship into brotherhood for a lot of them. A lot of them are in each other's homes, eating in each other's homes, doing whatever with each other. And it's a thing that I thought by now would be well known by many people. But I still see, Miss Norma, how you doing? I still see so many people who misunderstand this. There are people who will run to his home. The first set of people who will run to his home do not bear the same party colors as him. I know a few personally. I know a few who would have heard this news and will run to his home. They will run. I know. They don't wear the same colors. The ones that are going to wrap around his wife and his children and the rest of his family. Whatever. They are not necessarily of the same colors you know. They will surprise some of you. So cry your own cry is what I say to you. Cry your own. You see, today, whilst the tribute was being read, they were reading his achievements. They were reading his accolades. They were reading his sweat, blood, and tears. But yeah, Della, so I was asking myself, hey, if that happened to me, what would people say? How would they even introduce me? Some stupid woman died. Is that what people will say? Some foolish woman died. Some random woman died. Is that what people will say? Or would they take time to mention your name? Famzi, each one of us will have our time come. When your time comes, when your name is being read, Selena, what will people say? Will they just say Selena died? And that's it. Andrews Mensah or Mafo Kwache, will they just say that way? And that's it. Or are they going to take time and talk about you? Mafo Kwache. I think it's just an accident, Peter. I think it's just an accident. A horrific accident. One that should hit each human being with some kind of humanity. When you see those pictures of those young men, you should not be thinking of any party colors. You should not even be thinking, if you had personal grudges against those people, even personal grudges, you could put them to one side for today, you know. Even if you had personal grudges with those people, for today, you should be capable of putting it to one side. But what I want to draw forward for you whilst I'm wrapping up is this. When your time comes, Aseye, what can people say? Is it Aseye, the woman who discovered some treatment that people are benefiting from? Is that what they're going to say? Is it Aseye who's taken her family from the depths of poverty and changed her generations? That's Aseye. Is it Mafo Kwache, the one who has money to do something phenomenal that benefits him, his family, his community, and his country? That's Mafo Kwache, that one. Or are they just going to say, oh, yeah, he died. Yeah. Who is he? Oh, he's nobody. Is that what people would say? Because I've also heard that. I've heard people die. Nadine, I've heard people die. And others struggle to describe them. There was nothing memorable. There was nothing significant. V, there was nothing significant. You know, that boy we went to school with, that's it. It just happened that they went to school with you. Did he do anything with his life? No. Did she force to? No. Oh. I have actually heard a family discuss the death of a family member with relief. Yeah. That was also a raw day. Hey, they were relieved that the person had died. The person was a burden. Burden. And so they were just relieved that the person was gone. Yeah. So I'm asking you, when your time comes, when mine comes, hey, how will people... Because me, I refuse to just be here and die like that, you know. Somebody's angry. Okay. Oh, Della them. Okay, for the first time, I like what Peter says, and so what? Hey, Peter, what are you responding to? Jibodi. For me, that is one of my greatest fears, by the way. That the day you die, you just die. Nobody notices. Nobody cares. And when people try to reflect on the time you have spent here, they don't find anything of value. Oh, there's somebody sent me some stars. Thank you. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate it. Yeah. Will people find something to say that is of some value when you are gone? Will at least your family members would they be inconsolable because you have taken something of value? Because when I listened to those men who had fallen today, one of the first thoughts I had was, we have lost some value. But in that moment, I was recognizing value that they had put on their lives. Value. A doctor this, a squadron leader this, this and that, a pilot this. They have put some value. Peter says, how do we reconcile? Peter, who are we reconciling with? Explain. Who are we reconciling with? Me, at the moment, my takeaway lessons are this. You can go anytime. You can go anytime. So make hay whilst the sun shines. Make hay whilst the sun shines. Create impact when you can. So that when somebody is busy announcing your passing, they could at least say that the Minister of Defense is what we were discussing. To actually rise to the portfolio of a Minister of Defense, ex-Minister of Communication. Yeah. You get somewhere. Cecilia, I was wondering. I was listening. And so tonight, as I lie, that is what my brain is going to. The left and the right. I don't think... See, in Ghana, I don't think we actually have much to reconcile, you know. It is a few idle people who fan flames which don't even exist. We actually don't have much to reconcile. Nobody's really aggrieved with another person, you know. That's what I'm trying to tell all of you repeatedly. Nobody is bored with nobody. The people you think are at opposite ends are all eating at the same table. I wish some of you would get to know some of these people in personal ways. I wish that you will get to be invited into a lot of them. So the older generation, you've seen Jerry, and finally Nanado having such a great relationship, and it surprised a lot of people after his passing. And Nana Kunedu is still very charming with them, although their daughter is standing somewhere else. You wonder. I think it was Nanado's daughter's wedding some time ago. And if you were somebody with a pair of eyes, you should have seen the people who were invited to the wedding. And what was actually even more significant is when they were dancing. You should have gone to see those people from apparently opposite ends dancing. They are not opposite to nothing. Those people are in-laws. Their children are married. You didn't know? You live in the States. Yeah. Their children are marrying each other. Ah. I could imagine some of the ones who are around my age. Their children will be the next generations marrying each other. Now, their fathers and their mothers are peers. And so their children will marry. The national colors, the party colors will not matter. Their children will marry. They will take elevation from one side and match it with the elevation of the other side and catapult their children to higher elevations, and you will be sitting here busy fighting and trying to show which one is what, who is whose greatest enemy. You are your own enemy. That is the only enemy in the room. You are your own enemy. The rest that you envisage are enemies are not. They are not. Peter, God bless you. The ones you think they are enemies, they are not enemies. They are brothers and sisters. It is you, the fool, who is wasting your time creating arbitrary enmities and reinforcing it instead of focusing on doing something productive with your life. Go and do something better with your life, Carol, so that when your time comes and people are describing Carol, Carol, Nanofe, you know, Carol, if it wasn't because of Carol, half of the children in this community would not be educated. If it was not because of Carol, a lot of girls would have gone astray. Carol discovered something. Carol did something. Carol established something. Hey, Carol, yes, that's what you want. You want some accolades to be listable to your name. Whatever you believe in, find something. Somebody is a squadron leader. That is what he put to his name. That is what was read. When the men fell, each person and their accolades and accomplishments were read exactly as it was. The ones who had earned the doctor title, some of them medical, others not medical, but each one who had earned the doctor title today was named as such. Starting with Dr. Edward Kofi Omane-Boamah, with Dr. Mutala, with Dr. Who. Those who were not doctors, whatever accolades they had also put to their name. Where is my political leaning? I don't have one, Peter. It will be a waste of my time. Where I'm sitting, what will political leanings do for me? At the moment, I have family leanings, responsibility leanings, fighting for my children's school fees leanings. That is what I have. Maybe later, when I don't have anything better to do with my life, when I'm done raising my children and I'm looking for entertainment, I might come and join you. But me, I don't dare lean anywhere. Nobody is going to give me an appointment. I will start leaning places when people will offer me an appointment, you know. If people were to find me and say, hey, Amma, we are appointing you to X and we are appointing you to Y and it's bringing you this and that, which will help me pay my children's school fees, I would be considering it. But until my children's school fees are paid, until my rent is paid, until I have put some respect to my name, I don't have time to be leaning against people's agendas, you know. That's what I'm trying to say to all of you. Hey, you are busy leaning against somebody else's agenda. Mba, don't do that. I pray don't. So if you stand to benefit in some way, if leaning somewhere will help you foster your agenda, I doff my hat off to you. Continue to lean. But may those of us who don't get any gain, no benefit from these leading. Yeah. Those of us who don't benefit anything from these leanings, may we not waste our time. Della, we will have to find ways to cope. Hey, we will have to find ways to cope because today there have been many sad days. Today is one of them. Today is a very sad day. Today is a sad day. Yeah. Nana Prempe, how you doing? Today is a sad day. Very sad day indeed. So, but we have to cope. We must cope. We must survive. So that's what we are doing. We are surviving. And we are learning lessons. I asked, will somebody just call your name like that? And Lafayette Boating. And they're like, who is Lafayette Boating? Oh, I don't have anything to say about Lafayette Boating. God forbid. Perish the thought. Umuni. Let people have a long list of things to say about you when they describe you. Put some respect to your name. So that for whatever reason, when your name is announced, it is done with some respect. Hey, today, when they read those men, they distinguished the men from the boys. For me, that is one of the things that struck me listening. The men were very separate from the boys. There were 8 names. They were all read, but they were not read in the same fashion. They were not read in the same fashion. Yes, I acknowledge some of those men had been here longer than others. But on the balance of probabilities, some were more men. I have heard that theory. And if that is true, he is a very blessed man. If that is true, I'm sure he is somewhere wailing. Anyway, whether it is true or not, today he will be wailing because he knew a lot of those men. He knew them. They were under his assignment. He will feel a personal responsibility for what has happened to those men and boys. I am imagining what I am feeling is a fraction of what they will be feeling. Most of these people are his right-hand men. His Minister of Defense has just gone down. So today will be a tough day for him. He will have to prepare to face their wives and their children, their mothers and fathers in some cases. He has a tough job on his hands. He has a tough job on his hands, one I do not envy. Can you imagine going back to the homes of these men to face their people, to see the grief and loss, and to not be in a position to do nothing except say sorry? Yeah, these are some of the burdens of leadership, isn't it? Yeah, Biba, 8 widows. I hear somebody had a month-old baby. God Almighty. A little baby who would never know their dad. Hey! Women who have been made single mothers. Somebody's laughing. Hey! Some of you have great sense of humor, so I wish my sense of humor was as great as yours. You will have to forgive me. I don't have it, yeah? Cool. Anyway, listen. Let me go and do what I consider the needful. Let me see. Doris. Oh, Sefako. Yeah. I feel the same way I felt when Captain Mahama was killed. Nanaba, as for him, I did not even know him. I did not know him in any way. But I watched his widow. I watched his widow. And as that girl cried, my spirit bled. There is something about young widows. When young widows cry, because you know the fears that fuel that cry. You know the concern. Oh, Sister Amma. You know the fears, the concern that fuels it. There is the loss and the tears around the loss. But for young widows, it is more than that. It is tears for their children. Sometimes children they never even had a chance to have. And the ones they had a chance to have, children who would never get to know their fathers. Month-old baby. Oh, Lord have mercy. Anyway, let me go and find some place to put my skin. Andrews, let me find somewhere to go and put my skin. But yeah, I just wanted to say the post I made was me processing. I've also read the national news. I know. I have heard exactly the same way you have heard. I have watched the videos too, the same way you have seen, in the same places you saw. Don't send me more, okay? I beg you. What I have seen has traumatized me enough. What I have seen has traumatized me enough. The pictures of the wreckage. Yeah, and those of you who are in the mood to play, I will let you do so on your own. I don't have that capacity. Linda, I don't have that capacity. So forgive me if I haven't got the capacity to join you to mess about, to fool about. AC Edna. Certainly, I don't have time for your political propaganda right now. I do not have time for your political propaganda. I don't even have time for the conspiracy theorists. I don't. I think what is a better way for me to spend my time is to learn lessons. So I'm going to learn some things tonight. Hey. The first friend who sent me a message says, Amma, Matakam house. And when I saw the Matakam house, my gut tightened. Because you see, when a group of friends say Matakam house means there is an internal issue. Matakam house. Mata is not outside. Matakam house. That's the first one I saw. A friend of mine was like, Amma, Matakam house. And as I was typing with Matakam house again, I was expecting that it was not going to be good news. I had no idea what kind of bad news that this matter was going to be. But I had no idea that it was going to be a national tragedy, which is the matter. We don't enter house. Matter don't enter bedroom safe. This one, matter. He entered inner bedroom. Good day, Sister Marcia. How you doing? I'm a matter don't come house. Okay, we matter again. We matter again. Because the last one is under a year, or around about a year. When I had a similar matter don't come, matter don't come. We matter, which matter again? We call enter this house inside again. Yeah. Ignore my thing, my AI does not understand emotions, Della them. Della, what will life jacket do when there is fire? Della. Della, life jacket is when you are in water. Life jacket is for jumping in water to help you stay afloat for a bit. That's what life jacket is for. Life jacket is not for fire. And we need to have a conversation around these things. No, life jacket is not for fire. Fire respects no life jacket. You hear me? Ignore my stupid AI, eh? It does not understand emotions. It's busy getting intrigued. I don't know, please. I will train my AI properly, eh? Hot air. I have trained it on how to read your comments and try and analyze, but I forgot to train my AI to understand emotions. I have done no training, no emotions training. So it has no appreciation, no awareness of emotion. Today, all the comments my AI is going to make on this video are going to be whack and off. I'm telling you now. Don't email me. Don't message me. I know. We can all see. Elinda, fire does not even know its own owner. Never mind life jacket. So life jacket was never going to do nothing for nobody in that situation. See my stupid AI. Once ignited, passion takes on what? I apologize. Today we have discovered a weakness in my system with my AI. I've been trying to get it to refine its comments. And it's been learning. But emotions, I haven't trained it. So let me own it and let me apologize to all of you. My AI does not have emotions. It has no emotional appreciation. So whilst we are being emotional today, all its comments are going to be whack. Let's deal with it. Let me go and get some sleep. Let me go and continue to think about my life. And I hope that as we wrap this video, you will also spend some time thinking about your life. Learn some lessons. Those of you who have time for conspiracy theory, I hope your children are fed and your bills are paid. If your children are fed and all your bills are paid, you are qualified to do conspiracy theory because you have time on your hands. Those of you who haven't taken that up, those of you who have not taken care of your business, go and spend your time doing what is important. The weather was bad. Again, Joyce, I don't know. And this is the same declaration I just made. See, a life for a life. But you know, life and its value don't hit the same. So yeah, it is terrible that 15 children died on that road. It is atrocious. But you see, that also doesn't diminish. Yeah. Oh, people are busy doing conspiracy theory choice. It does not hit. It does not diminish this. One of the first things I said to you, and as for me, I like to be very openly declared. I like to be very openly declared so that you know my lenses and I do not withhold them. Yeah, there were 8 men. And when they were read out, I heard 8 devastating men and their loss. But one of them hit differently for me because I know one. I don't know the other 7. I don't know the other 7. It's the same thing with the children. I don't know the children. It's, as a parent, it kills me to hear that. But it still doesn't hit the same way when a person you know goes down. So I like to put those things out so that perspectives are clear. Yeah. Long time, Sister Mavis. It's good to see you. Nobody can predict nothing. Nobody can predict nothing. And I think these reminders to put your house in order are important. A reminder to put your house in order. I was just thinking our roads are awful. And now our airspace is also not exactly very safe. God have mercy. God have mercy. I get it. But what I'm also trying to say is, you see, that's part of, these are some of the things that I got in my inbox. A lot of people who were very mad that I said it was a Black Wednesday today. Again, it's my perspective. The blackness and the reasons why the blackness hits the way it hits is what I want to declare. it does not diminish the people who are mourning those they lost on the road. The people they lost on the road will mean more to them than these random people, because they do know the people they lost on the road. So the people you know and their loss will always hit you more than the people you don't know. And the fact that the person doesn't know somebody and it doesn't hit them as much does not make them a terrible person or whatever. But yeah, these are some of the first comments I got. Why is it that we only care about politicians? We don't just care about politicians. We care about people we know. And we care about people we care about. We do. We are also not going to run away from that. We are not. Sister Abena, we cannot run away from that. We care about some people more than we care about others. Simple truth. Simple truth. I don't think a person is bad because it is what it is, isn't it? Yeah. Mamadou, je ne parle pas français. Je ne parle pas français. So we are in trouble here with them français. Je ne parle pas. Je ne parle pas. They're coming from Pong. Hey, I had a brother, his name was Kwame Frimpong Boateng. Yeah, his funeral was almost a year ago. I suppose because of this, I am definitely thinking about, patience. We cannot care about everybody the same. There are people who will also force you to try and care about the things that they care about, or they blame you for not caring about the things they care about. I'm like, Joyce can speak French. Joyce, please do a lot of French, because as you know, your sister cannot French. The French is not Frenching. Thank you. Amadou, you are lucky, because today Joyce is here and Joyce can speak some French. Yeah. I wish I could type half of the French she has written very eloquently. But at least, Amadou, you can understand a little bit of it. Yeah, I still stand by my original description. For me, it is Black Wednesday. For some people, it was Black Tuesday. For some people, it was Awful Monday because they could not feed their families. Those who could not pay their rent and got evicted, that was a terrible Tuesday for them. Some people, it is Blackest Wednesday because they have not fed. Yeah. I know Fred. I know Joyce. Yeah, it's the Blackest Wednesday today because they could not feed themselves and their children. So, different people and their perspectives. I can only type what I was thinking. I can only tell you what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling. It doesn't diminish what you are thinking and feeling, but the fact that you are also not thinking and feeling what I'm thinking and feeling does not diminish it for me at all. Yeah, it is my reality, what I feel and think. It is your reality, what you feel and think. You don't need to stand in the same position as me. You don't need to agree with me at all. You can have divergent views. That's not a problem. And I encourage you to have your divergent views. Just respect that other people can also have theirs. Yeah? I'm going to get some rest. See you guys later. Masalama.